Hello, it's Jennifer. Today is Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. Happy New Year to everybody. It's been a while since I last made a video. That's mainly because we had summer that was really hot and I couldn't go outside, and it basically killed most things in the garden. But now that it's cooled down some plants are bouncing back, strangely enough, despite the cold days and nights, which I guess cold for Southern California is days in the 60s, nights in the 40s. These tomato plants seem to be doing just fine. So this is one of the cold tolerant varieties. I can't remember which type this is, but it just started producing again 2 or 3 weeks ago. And now it's covered in tomatoes as if it were, spring, summer. This is another tomato plant that's producing as well. I believe this one is the Oregon Spring. And over here is the Russian Red, which just looks beautiful right now. So it's producing. Over here's a raspberry plant. So basically now I'm cleaning up the garden, getting ready to plant some winter vegetables such as peas, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, lettuce, maybe get some onions started. These onions I started over the summer. They're big, but they never bulbed. So we're eating these as just whatever they are now, green onions, I guess, although they're kind of big for green onions. So, the Reka tomatoes also still going, still producing. This one here is not producing, but it's still hanging around. These are the peas I'm planting this year. So I'm planting the Wando, which is a shelling pea. It grows fairly quickly, and the pea pods are numerous, and each pea pod has 5 or 6 peas in them. I'm growing the Super Snappy. The Super Snappy has 10 to a dozen peas growing in it, and it's actually very efficient in terms of being a shelling pea, but it can also be eaten early as a snap pea, so you can eat the pod as well. And then I'm growing the Oregon Sugar Pod. So this is a snow pea, and these get fairly big. They're really sweet and tasty. Great in stir fries. Great with, I like it with stir fry beef or stir fry chicken. So I'm going to get these in the ground. Today is January 1st. Hopefully I'll be eating peas by the end of February. Some of my pepper plants are also still hanging on, like these jalapenos over here. And I believe this one over here is a Cubanelle. Got some potatoes going. We ate Napa cabbage, and interestingly enough, the nub that we threw out in the garden is starting to grow more leaves, so I just went ahead and I'm going with it, see what happens. But the rest of the garden is a mess. We've had lots of rain and wind and gophers, so it's just a chaotic mess. So for the next few weeks I'm going to be putting more dirt into the boxes. I need to repair this box. We repaired that box a couple of weeks ago. And starting the winter garden a little late this year, but like I said, it was really hot up until probably the beginning of December, and then I wanted to wait to make sure that we weren't going to have another like 90-degree heat wave and kill everything again. So this is a nice surprise. I planted these as an experiment towards the end of summer. They were small and didn't grow for months, so they suddenly started getting big at the beginning of December, and now they're heading. So some cauliflower here. This one looks really nice. This little guy here. That little guy in there. See if we can get him. Can I get you? There you are. And I don't think this one's going to be edible, I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but it looks like it's kind of messed up, but we'll see. But yeah, that was a nice surprise. And I think that's all. As you can see, these peppers are looking pretty beat up. I'll try to overwinter some of them, but some of them I'll just go ahead and take out. Like this, I think this ancho here will do fine over the winter, but the rest of these look kind of dead. And here's some more view of the garden. Again, some pepper plants. I've got tomato plants to pull out that died. Weeds to clean up. All that kind of good stuff. All right, that's it. Happy New Year.